success isn't guaranteed, especially when it comes to love.
Hey, what's up world? It's your girl Brittany, and today I have somebody very special with me. Her name is Morgan Hardman, and she is the star of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, so last night was crazy.
Yeah.
And that's just the beginning.
It was ratchet.
It was, but it was like, I don't know, it was like kind of Cali sophisticated meets ratchet at the same time. That's kind of what I've gathered.
Sophisticated.
You know, just the look.
Oh, the way I was sitting on cute on the couch.
Yeah, and then everybody like
that was,
they put on
and the
gowns.
way April was sitting, and the way Yezi, that was pretty classy.
Very classy. Like,
pretty
the classy row was like front row, like at the bottom. Exactly. Tell me about it. Was it as crazy filming it as it was on TV, or was it way worse?
Well, I went into a rage after I got slung on.
Well, okay, so what is up with that? Ray J, it's like if he tells Princess to jump, she says how high?
Have a backbone. How motherfucking high?
He's like, she's like his little puppy. He has her on a leash, and like whatever he tells her to do, she does.
It's pitiful. That's sad. That's sad that today in society that's how our women are. Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me.
Did you like her, like, for Ray at all? Like, even
in the beginning, no, I didn't, because she tried to, in the beginning, basically say, well, now that you have me as a girlfriend, what do you need Morgan for? As your assistant, why? I could just do everything for you. So she tried to play that in the beginning, and like dib and dab and some, like, try to be messy. And then it didn't work. I made him check her. And then we ended up becoming really cool because I told her how I felt about it. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, she would tell me everything he was saying about me behind my back. So again, I could tell, here comes the messy shit again, you know? And as they try to insinuate that I was the one telling Tiara Ray's business, which never happened, she made it quite clear last night. Even though he kept trying to lie and say that Tiara told him that, she never told you that, because you know who told her your business, and it wasn't me. Because I didn't even know half the shit y'all was talking about. Right. You know, so I didn't know about that Atlanta thing or whatever the hell they were talking about in the last scene, but, you know, when you're dealing with the king of reality, you know, they tend to do whatever for television, so. But to me, I don't live by that code.
Yeah. Wait, so how is Ray J, like, in real life? Because we always see him, this persona, he's kind of, like, funny. Sometimes it's like he's not here, but he's here. Like, he's a little off. Sometimes he's, like, very serious.
Well, there's, like, three sides to Ray. There definitely is, and I would say he has that very nurturing, great side to him where he's a great guy, he's a good friend, he can be he's very understanding, he was there for me, and he was there for my son for a long time, and I'll forever be thankful for that. But then there's the turn up side to him that has no chill, you know, and that's the side that I got the most of during the taping of this show, which I was so confused because that's not even how me and Ray are. We joke and clown each other all day long. Like I was the female version of him, you know, when it came to the laughters and the jokes and the clowning, but that was never showed. Like, we didn't do that on the show. It was just straight drama, and I was not used to that because me and Ray never had that much drama. Right. Ever. So it was different for me.
What's like the backstory of like how you started working for him? And
I met him through one of his close friends, and Ray, his friend had told Ray, his name is Shorty Mac, he was like, yo, you should have her work for you. Like, she should be your assistant. And that's how it happened.
Shorty Mac was in the reality show that he did with
Family
the
Business.
Other girl, Brittany, right?
Family Business, yeah.
Okay. Ray J has had so many reality shows I gotta keep track. Actually, I should do a story on the history of Ray J in reality.
That'd be funny.
Because he's done a lot of shows. So Shorty Mac is the one who recommended you, and then Ray was like, okay, come on board. And then after that, so how many years ago was that?
That was 2006.
Okay. Long time. You were rocking with him.
Yeah, I would do everything for him, you know, and we were, more than anything, we were family. Like, we were really close. And in 2012, I kind of stopped working for him, but I still did everything for him because I was so used to it. It was like a part of my routine. Right. Just to make sure he was straight. So I continued to make sure he was straight. You know what I mean? And I don't know, when he got with this girl, it was a whole new Ray J that came out.
The taping last night cut at the point where Ray J tells Princess, why don't you just
sicker,
basically
sicker,
hit her at least one good time,
which was very crazy to me.
Because you couldn't hear that on stage, did you? Or did you hear him mumble that? Because they put like the words on the
I heard something over there, but I didn't know what.
Specifically, he told her.
Yeah, because like I said, throughout the whole taping, she kept looking at me and giving me the puppy dog eyes.
Right.
So I knew she didn't want to do that,
right.
you know? And I couldn't believe that regardless of what him and I have been through, I would never send any of my brothers after him. I would never send any of my homeboys after him,
mm-hmm.
you know? He sent somebody to attack me.
So who are you cool with then, I guess, from the show?
I love Yezi. I'm managing Moniece, so I'm really cool with Moniece.
Okay.
She's actually living with me now, and we stay together. Nia, I'm good with Nia. I'm good with Masika. But as far as like who I hang out with, it would just be Moniece, Nia, and Yezi.
Okay.
Yeah.
You and Tiara aren't in a good space?
No, it's not that we're not in a good space. I just don't want to be in the drama.
Okay.
So I just decided to just step away from everybody on the cast, you know? That way my name can't be put in shit. If I don't know nothing, you can't add me in there. You feel me? And my name got added into too much shit that I didn't even know about.
And I know that people were kind of giving you a hard time about showing Masika what Nikki...
No, I wasn't getting a hard time. Because I think they knew why I did that. And
yeah.
Nikki even apologized to me.
Mm-hmm.
So she apologized to me for putting her picture out. So it was like, she wasn't mad, so the rest of the world could be mad, but she knows why I did it, and Nikki was not my friend.
Yeah.
It was just that Nikki didn't know anybody on the show, and I had to introduce her to the show. Because I knew her. I knew of her.
Yeah.
You know, we had a mutual friend. We had an encounter a year ago. You know, so that's what it was. But she knows she made a racist ass comment. I'm not calling her a racist, but in our first scene together, she made a racist comment towards Masika, and I was just like, hold up, like, I'm black too, you crazy? You know, so it was like, you know, that's why I did it.
Nikki's mother actually was a very crazy highlight last night.
You see, I kept leaning over telling Masika, stop, it's somebody's mother.
It's somebody's
mother who I don't give a fuck. My mom is dead, so
yeah.
I don't care. My last words to my mom were very horrible before she passed away, and to me, it's like you never know when the time is gonna come. No matter what that person has put you through, you don't disrespect them, you know. And so when it comes to mothers, I'm just on I got a different state of mind with that, because I wish that I could
take it back.
What's
next for you? Right now you're managing Moniece.
Yes, I'm managing Moniece.
Is she still coming out with her sex toy line, or what is she?
That's on hold right now. That's not important. Her music is amazing. And that's what is her main focus right now. Yes.
Okay.
That's her main focus right now, is her music and, you know, her son and stability. And that's what Moniece is focused on right now, and she's doing really well. I'm starting a temp agency for assistants where I place them in job positions, not just within the industry, but outside as well.
Okay.
And then I have these, me and Yezi are doing these pamper parties for these single mothers where we pick a few mothers from different states, different cities, and we pamper them for the day. We're starting this womanhood thing, like, you know, a support system for women. And it's gonna be big. I really believe in it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
That's like a little positivity in the world, because the world is so crazy.
Yeah, and you never know what the next person is going through, you know. And suicide it's big. I actually helped Mitch Richmond run an anti-bullying campaign because 13 kids in Calabasas committed suicide in 2 months. And so it's suicide is really big. I actually was one who wanted to commit suicide a few times. So that really means something to me, you know. And if one voice can change one life and save somebody, why not be that person? Why not just listen? You know, sometimes that's all it takes. Another girl from New Jersey, I didn't even know her, and she reached out to me on Instagram, and I guess her boyfriend had just died and she wanted to kill herself. I gave her my phone number over Instagram. This was in the beginning when the show first came out, and I talked to her on the phone for 3 hours. And that there motivated her not to do it. And her mom called me the next day. I don't think you know what you just did. Like, we couldn't get through to her. But I've been there. I've wanted to commit suicide. There was nothing anyone could tell me. So I feel like someone who has been through it is more likely to save someone than someone who hasn't and doesn't know what it feels like, doesn't know what to say, doesn't know what made me not do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like I can be a voice for people that have gone through traumatic situations like I have, because I've overcame a lot. This little hump in the road with the Ray J and the Love and Hip Hop, that's nothing compared to what I have been through and what I have overcame. Yeah. So
what was it like growing up for you?
It was hard. I was alone. I didn't feel there was nothing I had to live for. You know, my mom was on drugs. She was an alcoholic. She left me in those group homes. She let me get taken. She let every man that came into my life do whatever they wanted to do to me. Every man that came in my life was supposedly my dad. So these men would hurt me and do things to me, and my mom never believed me. And so I used to have to steal to eat because my mom was on drugs. So me and my little brother would go into grocery stores. We'd fill up bags with groceries. We'd go home. We'd eat them. We wouldn't get in trouble because as long as we were stealing and she got something out of it, it was okay. You know, so finally one time we ended up getting caught when I was 11 and he was 6, and we ended up going to the police station, and I told the police, I don't want to go home. I don't eat there. We're living out of cars. We're living from place to place with people. Just send me somewhere where someone's going to love me. And they ended up putting me in group homes and foster homes, and I feel like my brothers hated me because I told the truth. They hated me because they felt like I was the reason they got taken. But they weren't getting molested. I was. They weren't getting touched on by the men. Only I was. And no one was protecting me. And at that age, that's why my son is 11, I was very smart. I was hiding my mom's drug needles. I was hiding her powder. I was hiding these things. I was very nosy. I was listening at the door. When everybody went in the bathroom to do heroin, I knew there was a burnt spoon. I knew what that meant. I was very nosy and aware at that age, and that's why I keep it so real with my son. Hey, this is Morgan from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and you're watching Global Grind.
Stay away.
No, my hot box is amazing now.
Okay.
It's really,
But it drives people crazy.
It's great. Yeah, that's kind of my homage to her. I know people call it my Rick Ross girl, but it's really Little Kim.
Okay. Well, she